The test run proved very useful, and now it's time to go back. Day 1 saw us go north from the valleys, round the Ellen Valley and to the campsite. Day 2 saw us come back south via Aberystwyth, Lampeter and home. Good morning, it's Sunday the 23rd of May, and I've sort of woken up. I did sleep extremely well. That was really good. And the only annoying thing was trying to ablute this morning in a not very pleasant ablution block. There's nothing. It was all right. It was clean and everything. Don't get me wrong. It was absolutely clean, but so basic and cold. But anyway, we're now going to have breakfast when Mandy gets back with the dogs, and then we're going to go off to view a couple of other things and drive back down the mountain. No, we're going to do them. I don't know which one we're going to go. We're going to go somewhere anyway. I'll let you know when she gets back. Well, we're now leaving the campsite, which is called that, but in actual fact it's called Over the Farmer's Gate, and there was an explanation for it which I didn't understand. It was something to do with falling out with the campsite company, I think. Okay, let's go to Aberystwyth.
In a quarter of a mile, turn left onto A44.
Okay.
Shall we get buckets and spades?
Yeah, and the pilot for today is dressed in casual because she thinks she's going to Bermuda or the West Indies or somewhere.
Onto A44.
I don't remember going along this one before.
Well, this is an interesting road down the side of the valley. A road which I've travelled on many, many times when in the winter of 2000 and 2001 I had my boat Marcella in Aberystwyth, doing a lot of work on it before setting off to the Baltic. And this is the way that I used to get from Pattingham to the boat. And it's a lovely drive. And for those that would like to know, it's the A44. And now we're entering the county of Ceredigion. And somewhere along this road here there's a cafe that I used to stop at most times and have a meal. It's what I would call a driver's road. Lots of twists and turns as it follows the contour around the hills. It's a really old-fashioned type drive on a British A road. Lovely. Brings back memories. It's a lovely road to drive, this.
It is.
Round and round. And we head off over that way.
Arriving at Aberystwyth on the right.
Aberystwyth.
We're now right near the centre of
Please drive to
Aberystwyth.
highlighted route.
And if the lady in the sat-nav would shut up for a minute, we're now almost in the centre of Aberystwyth, which is the university town.
Turn left onto Lubbock Road, then take the first left.
No, lady, can you please be quiet? Prince Charles came here to the university in order to learn to speak Welsh, because he is, after all, the Prince of Wales. And there is also a very well-known theological college here, famous for that as well.
Turn left onto Marine Terrace.
Right, we're going now down to the promenade, and the water you can see out there is Cardigan Bay. And in the winter of 2000, I sailed across there in Norsella to end up here at the winter time. Interesting old place. There's Aberystwyth's Royal Pier, bit tatty. And this is the part of the theological college, or was. Looks a bit empty at the moment, a bit derelict. There we are. And in front of us there, the remains of the castle. Probably another bit of Cromwell's vandalism. We're going to make our way along to the marina where I spent the winter. All the pretty painted guest houses, bed and breakfasts. And I'm not sure whether we can get round this way, but anyway, we'll go to the end and have a look, because we have to cross over a bridge. Yeah, if we go down left to here, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. And we need to get over that bridge there. That one over there.
Where?
Well, and there's the marina. And I spent about 6 months living on the boat most of the time, out at the end of that pontoon there. It was a nice life. And when I sailed towards Aberystwyth, I came across the water there and in through that entrance there. And the pilot book recommends that unless you know the waters very well, you don't enter at certain hours, and they recommend not more than 2 hours or not less than 2 hours either side of high tide. High tide on the morning I arrived was at 8 o'clock, and I arrived at the entrance there smack on 6 o'clock, just in time. And I sailed along that creek there, and you can see the rise and fall of tide is quite considerable here. I can't remember how many metres it is, but it's long, it's a lot. Some really beautiful views along this road. Unfortunately, there are also some very high hedges. But it's a lovely drive, and it goes from Aberystwyth to Devil's Bridge, which is where we're headed for now. And in the valley, going from Aberystwyth to Devil's Bridge, is the Vidal narrow gauge railway, which I made a video some time ago, and I'll put a link to that at the end of this video. It's a nice trip. I was fascinated by the formation on the ground, though. You see the ripples, and it's repeated over and over again in this area. Fascinating geology.
I bet they do takeaways though.
They might do. Well, this is our first via point, or via point, and it's Devil's Bridge, and there's a kestrel up there by the look of it.
Kite, that one is.
Was it a kite?
Kite,
Oh.
I can see the tail.
And this is the end of the railway, yeah, the train. It looks as if the cafe is open.
It's open,
yes.
okay, here we go.
So we're going to go into this little cafe here, where we have been before.
Open for takeaways.
Right, well then we can get to takeaways. In the park.
Ah!
Yeah, the kite.
Yeah.
We can park over there. I'll try and get a video of that, if it's good enough to stay still. There's a couple of red kites flying around. There's one of them there, and the other one is over there somewhere. And they swooped down here very low just now. There they are. Well, the cafe was open and we had 2 hot chocolates with marshmallows and cream, squirty cream, and it was nice, wasn't it?
Oh, it was lovely. I enjoyed mine.
Yeah, and 2 Welsh cakes each.
That's it.
And a little bit for the dogs without raisins in. It's a terrible shame because normally at this time of year, on the weekend, this platform would be busy with trains coming in and out. But you can see from the state of the rails that no train has run here for quite some time. And it's a terrible shame. It's a lovely ride down to Aberystwyth on the Vale of Rheidol Railway. Lovely. Hot chocolate and Welsh cake consumed. It's now on the way back to the ranch. Over the mountains, next via point Lampeter. Oh, really lovely drive this is. Look at those trees there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Old petrol station there. Oh, and Christmas trees. We got Christmas trees down here. Anybody watching this video, come to Wales and enjoy it. Absolutely beautiful. Good old sign there, Cravenay. Will not affect your throat. That's a laugh and a half. One of the places that Mandy had marked down that she wanted to visit was Strata, Florida Abbey. And there was a sign back there saying it's down this road here. So we're going to go and see if we can find it.
And because the visitor centre's closed.
Right, oh, this is Strata, Florida Abbey, and it's free admission because the visitor centre's closed. So we're going to take a wander in.
This abbey, if I remember rightly, dates back to the 12th century, and it was built for Cistercian monks.
Ooh. And there's the entrance. And from the inside, it's the exit. There are 3 areas here covered, and they're little chapels. And the floors look like original tiles from way, way back, hundreds of years ago. And apparently the monks used to come here and pray. I'm praying today for less rain. Yeah, we're going to have to make a stop because Luna has decided to lie on Mandy's shoulders while she's driving. Not a clever idea. Back you go, Luna. Can you go back? Go back, Luna. Luna, go back. So we stopped, sorted Luna out and carried on back down south to the valleys. And the trip was really, really useful because it showed me one thing for certain, and that is that I can't manage in Little Rosalie. And next weekend, or for a week in fact, we're going to Scotland, in Gwendolyn, the big one. I shall feel more comfortable. And we'll have an onboard toilet and an onboard shower. And apparently we're going to have a pitch right on the edge of one of Scotland's many lochs. They have one lake in Scotland, one lake, and all the rest are lochs. But anyway, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you'll come back and watch our adventure to Scotland. So for now, goodbye and thanks again.